Welcome to Lotus on Track. Coming up, we've got a great programme of Lotus racing, including coverage from the final Cup Europe races over at Zolder. Plus, 2 Elise Trophy races and a Lotus Cup UK race from here at Donington. Let's see the action.
Former home of the Belgian Grand Prix, Zolder plays host to the final rounds of the 2013 Lotus Cup Europe in support of the FA European Truck Racing Championship. The cars looking fine in their garages, being prepared for what will doubtless be keenly contested final rounds of what's been a fantastic year's racing.
Yeah, let's hope we are doing today the last race from the season, and from next year on we will have the Exige Cup R. So I hope our good old 211 will hold it and that we can end a good place.
We'll try to do the best, and we start from 15th, and we hope to end somewhere between 10th, around 10th place.
This is the end of this wonderful season with the Lotus Cup Europe. I tried to do my best during the whole season, but I had 2 very nice and charming but very competitive challengers during the races between Thomas and Charlotte. This race, I'm in the middle of both. I will try to catch Thomas because that's the only thing I have to do if I want to keep my second place on the championship or even better.
Yeah, really looking forward to the race today. Last race of the season, or last round of the season. 2 races to go. Very tight. Once you start taking the drop scores into account, I think there's only a handful of points in it between myself and several others. So everyone's going to need a good result, and we'll see where we are later on this afternoon.
With everything to race for, the cars getting ready for the start of the first race of the weekend. This is how they line up, with Jonathan Walker in pole position alongside them on the front row. Nicolas Gibson, row 2, Christophe Zolder and Thierry Verheest, and then Gregory Rass and Jeremy Lorenko. Hard to look past the top 6 really for a winner, although Nick Walker could come up from 9th. The cars ready for the start of the race then. Huge field as ever, and away we go. And it's a slow start for Nicolas Gibson, who's been swamped both by Jonathan Walker and also Christophe Zolder into the first turn. Further behind, Thierry Verheest and Gregory Rass going wheel to wheel. Rass in the white of Aura squeezing through. Jeremy Lorenko also trying to gain ground in the red 211 into the first of the chicanes then. Jonathan Walker trying to build the early advantage, chased all the while though by Christophe Zolder, the rest of them following through, and as ever in Lotus Cup Europe you can always find plenty of close action throughout the field, not least amongst the production class runners. In front though, Nicolas Gibson racing his way through and into pursuit of Jonathan Walker. The 2 Exige V6 Cup R cars breaking clear the rest of the field, where Gregory Rass looking to try and line up a move on the multicoloured 211 of Christophe Zolder. Down the start-finish straight into the first turn, and Rass goes for it. It's going to be very tight. He brakes very late in the rear of the car, breaks traction. And Gregory Rass spins away his chances, not only in this race, but also potentially in the championship. Further back, Dave Carr in the bright yellow machine in the thick of the action, being overtaken by Frank Berger in his 211. In car with Jeremy Lorenko. Another look at the move from Gregory Rass, diving to the inside Christophe Zolder. You can see how acute Rass made the angle. The Evora, not the lightest of cars, in the rear overtaking the front. Super battle for the podium place in the production class, with, as ever, Laurent Febvre and Charlotte Burridge going wheel to wheel. Burridge looking to make that pass on Febvre. So at the checkered flag, and it's Nicolas Gibson who takes the victory from Jonathan Walker, following him to the line. But this, the fight for 3rd position, and Jeremy Lorenko just clear of Thierry Verheest in these late stages of the race. As they sprint to the flag, it is Lorenko who completes the rostrum and is the first of the 211s home from Verheest, and then Christophe Zolder in the thick of the traffic. Let's have a look then at the results, with the victory for Nicolas Gibson, 2nd place John Walker, 3rd place Jeremy Lorenko from Thierry Verheest. Christophe Zolder completes the top 5 with Gregory Rass recovering from that rotation to 6th, ahead of Nick Walker, Philippe Luc, Nicolas Ferrer and Jean-Pierre Janu-Prache. In terms of the group classifications, well, the 211s, it was Jeremy Lorenko from Christophe de Zondre and Philippe Loup. The open runners, Dave Carr from Kai Kederholm. In the Exige Cup, Nicolas Frere heading Jean-Baptiste Loup and Anthony Fournier. V6 Cup cars to the fore, Nicolas Gibson claiming the group and the race overall from John Walker and Thierry Verheest. And then in the production runners, Thomas Dehaib scoring the win from Charlotte Burridge and Laurent Fèvre. After the hard business of racing complete, time to celebrate on the podium. The applause of the Lotus Cup Europe community and the presentation of the trophies.
It's been good. I started well. The traffic was okay. First turn, 2 turns, then first 2 laps, catch some advance, and then we're a bit trying to manage the pace of the race. Everything went okay, and this first win for race 1, which is good.
My race started very well because I had a very good start. I was just behind Jérémy Lorenko after the start. I was happy about that. Then my car started to develop some braking problems. I lost the car twice in chicanes and lost two places following that. Then I had a little bit of an issue with Greg Ras passing me, so it was not a perfect race for me, I must say. And I hope I will have a better race for the second round with a rolling start.
It's my first podium this year. I had I think 5 or 6 times fourth end result, so now it's a podium. It's not easy, but I enjoyed very much this year. It's very good learning, very close racing, and it was no damage so far. So let's hope for the last race that will be the same.
I'm finished first, and I'm very happy for my Jean-Baptiste finished second for the first race. Jean-Baptiste is in our team, so we are very happy. And for the second race, we hope finish in the same place for close this best weekend for us.
I'm very happy to win the first race today, but I think do the better for the second race, and I hope to win with my friends the championship in 211 class. So voilà, I'm happy.
Final race of the season time then for the Lotus Cup Europe, lining up as they did for race 1 with John Walker in pole position alongside Nicolas Gibson, then Christophe de Zondre and Thierry Verheest. This a rolling start and also a somewhat longer race. The last opportunity to blow out the cobwebs before the long winter break. Cars ready for the off and away they go. It is the white Siege V6 Cup cars of Walker and Ibsen who power into the first turn, taking the early advantage. Close battle also building up amongst the production runners in these very early stages. The race, Yves Kureman picking his way through with Kiesveld Sluis at the front of the pack. It is Walker makes the early running from Ibsen and Christophe de Zondre, then Thierry Verheest and Gregory Ras in the 2 big Evoras. Behind 1 or 2 of them, trying to weather themselves up the old. That's Stéphane Vermeesch looking to gain ground. So it is the Z's V6 Cup cars against the Evoras. It's Ibsen who's found a way past Walker, but only briefly. The Danish driver clashes across the curbs, and that could give Verheest and Ras the opening they're looking for to power through in the Evoras in these opening exchanges. Further back, getting very, very tight between Laurent Fèvre and Charlotte Burridge once more in the battle to be on the rostrum in the production class. They're chasing Thomas Dehaib. Meanwhile, this battle for the lead is Nicolas Gibson under sustained pressure now from Gregory Ras. It's the 211's Jérémy Lorenko, clear of Nathalie Genou-Prachet, showing one of her strongest performances of the season. But at the line, it's Gregory Ras who takes the win. Thierry Verheest in second. So the Evora GT4 cars looking out the top 2 places, and then Jérémy Lorenko completing the podium from Jean-Pierre Genou-Prachet and Philippe Loup. Nick Walker down in 6th, and Jonathan Walker dropping well outside the top 10. In terms of the group classifications then, amongst the 211s, it's Jérémy Lorenko from Jean-Pierre Genou-Prachet and Philippe Loup. It's the open runners, Dave Carr once more from Kai Kederholm. In the Exige Cup, Anthony Fournier victorious from Jean-Baptiste Loup and Yves Coureman. And in the V6 Cup, Gregory Rass from Thierry Verheest and Nick Walker. Laurent Febvre victorious amongst the production runners from Thomas de Haib, and then Charlotte Burridge completing the rostrum. So for the final time this season, on to the rostrum for the Lotus Cup Europe runners. First of all, the race presentations from happy and tired drivers before they move on to the presentation of the group trophies for the year. So Thomas de Haib victorious amongst the production runners. Charlotte Burridge celebrates as well. Jeremy Lorenko likewise the 211s, and V6 Cup honours going the way of John Walker. The overall Lotus Cup Europe points winner though, Thomas de Haib from Jeremy Lorenko and John Walker.
We just had our final race, and I ran out of petrol just as we needed one more lap, and I was hit by another car, which obviously couldn't see that I suddenly stopped because there was no more petrol. Otherwise, it's been a good day. I won my first race today.
I'm very happy with the success in the second race. So I'm very happy with this final success of the season, and overall the season has been a great challenge, and I will be there next year.
Eventually it all went okay. We finished the race in second, so it was enough points for the championship, production and overall. Just delighted first year, full year.
Managed to get to a point where I was probably pulling a little bit of a lead out from Nikolai in race 2, so I felt pretty comfortable, but then I picked up a puncture. We've got a TPMS system in the car, so I could watch how the deflation was going, and I knew there was no way I was going to get to the end of the race, so I elected to pit about lap 7 and try and make up as many places as I could. I made up just enough to get a class win in the championship, so I'm pretty happy.
So let's have a look then at the point stands at the end of an excellent season, with in the 211s Jeremy Lorenko victorious from Christophe Lezondre, who just edges out Jean-Pierre Genin-Prache. Amongst the open runners, David Harvey, not in Zolder, but he had scored enough points previously to edge out Dave Carr and Kai Kederholm. It's Anthony Fournier victorious in the Exige Cup. Nicolas Frère and Jean-Baptiste Loup second and third. Then John Walker 4 points clear of Gregory Rass after their season-long tussle. Nicolas Gibson in third. Thomas de Haib victorious amongst the production runners from Laurent Febvre and Charlotte Burridge. In terms of the overall standings then, it is Thomas de Haib victorious by 8 points from Jeremy Lorenko, and John Walker completing the top 3 from Christophe Lezondre and Gregory Rass. It's been a super season's racing in the Lotus Cup Europe. Well, that's it from Zolder, but join us after the break when we head back across the channel and on to Donington Park for plenty of action from the On-Track Elise Trophy.